to the Citizen channel. We're all staying safe and well. Continue our look at the history of Manchester City since 1880. And this episode, it's second part of August 2023. So we're on to part two. In part one, we played our first Premier League match and brought home a new trophy, didn't we, in the old Super Cup. So that's fantastic. In part two, we'll obviously get to our first home game. Hopefully things continue in the same thing, but we've got some bad news about Pep, unfortunately, but it could be worse, but we'll get on to that. Please, if you are new to the channel, push that subscribe on, push the bell notifications, everything City past, like this and present and forever, of course, as long as I can keep doing these things, so please spread the word. All your comments and memories very, very welcome with these vlogs, of course, these History Boy vlogs, so you can do that. That'd be wonderful. Just let us know your memories. It'd be great to hear from you. Right, we'll start at the 17th of August. We got to that date. Depressing pics of KDB, yes, appearing on crutches. Yes, he went to see a game in Belgium as well, a league game. Some club was playing, and he doesn't look as though he'll be back anytime soon. I mean, there are rumours it will now move into January, hopefully by the end of the year, but we'll have to see at this stage. But yeah, it's not great to see him on the crutches. 19th of August, of course, a return to the Etihad, and of course preparations are being made for the North Stand extension for our first game. No City Square, no stays, that's gone. The shop's gone as well, the original shop anyway. A small bar near the Vinny statue, a little underwhelming to be fair. Nothing next, I thought it might have made a bit more of an effort. City Store, as I said, was virtually down at that stage. I think it is now as I'm recording this a couple of weeks after. But we've got an actual smaller, slightly smaller one towards the Ashton New Road and a new City shop. The fast track Metro season card now doesn't seem to be happening. I was disappointed. I had to walk back to Piccadilly, but anyway, I've left a message with Man City Help, but I'm still waiting for an answer. That was about 4 days ago. We'll see if that's going to be resurrected for this season. Anyway, on to the match, of course. It ended City 1, Newcastle 0. Yes, Premier League match day 2. City team: Edison, Walker, Akanji, Diaz, Gvardiol, Rodri, Kovacic, Foden, Alvarez, Grealish and Haaland. Yeah, a little finish on the finish, not in as in thin, but thin as in experience on the bench. We had Ortega, Phillips, Aki, Gomez, Peroni, Bob, Palmer, Lewis and McAtee. First half, yeah, match report, the defence is in charge for both sides until minute 31. It's 1-0. Kovacic rolls a pass down the inside right channel for Foden, who takes one touch, then plays a no-look cutback for Alvarez, who is cleared in space. 12 yards out, Alvarez adjusts himself and sends a screamer into the top left. Pope got a fingertip to it, but it's a great goal. Great goal. I mean, despite one of the papers saying Pope was at fault, I'm not having that. Second half, no subs by Pep, but Newcastle did bring some fresh legs on, which give them some impetus for parts of that second half. But the unchanged 11 men of City worked their socks off and thoroughly deserved the win. Match stats: City 14 shots, 4 on target. Newcastle 7 shots, 1 on target. Possession was 60% for City, and our pass accuracy 89%. That wasn't bad. XG philosophy: Manchester City 1.18 and Newcastle a fairly stumbling 0.28. Not great. And Squawker announced that City had now won 17 consecutive home games across all competitions for the first time in our history, and we scored 55 goals, conceding 7 with 11 clean sheets. The headlines on the back page of the MEN: Alv some of that. Yeah, very clever. Inside, Simon Bukowski said, treble rings loud in 2 ears as City come through tough tests in defence of the title. Phil Thomas for the Sun on Sunday said that was Popeless. Yeah, he was having a bit of a dig at Pope. I think he's been unfair there. Alvarez and Pep given help by Nick Golgaff. Some back page Crown Jewel. See what they did there. Joe Bernstein for the Sunday Mail said Foden's step up perfect for Pep. Weary treble winner maintained grip thanks to Alvarez's goal. Jack Gorn for the Mail's Etihad notebook said the Etihad was rocking to the sound of success. It certainly was. Kovacic adapting well. Monday's back page: stick or twist. Yeah, Guardiola says Blues must make transfer decisions, but there will be movement. We'll talk about that. Inside Joe Bray: Guardiola may have found his perfect tens. and Pep's praised for an incredible ability of Phil. On the 22nd of August, news that Pep, yes, had today undergone a routine operation on a back problem. The City boss had been suffering with severe back pain for some time. Flew out to Barcelona for emergency surgery performed by Dr. Maria Iluca. The surgery was a success and Pep will now recover and rehabilitate in Barcelona. Get him over here into the rain. Why is he over there? In his absence, assistant manager Old Lilo will oversee coaching of the first team on the training field and will assume duties on the touchline until Pep's return, hopefully after the international break. 23rd of August, Bernardo Silva signs a new Manchester City contract. Just another year, though, keeping him at the club until the summer of 2026. But it's mentioned that there's now a £50 million release clause, so it's probably bye-bye next summer then, isn't it? Massimo Perrone joined Las Palmas on a season-long loan deal. On the 24th of August, City were delighted to confirm the signing of Jeremy Doku from Stade Rennais on a 5-year deal. On the 26th of August, Luke Mbete joins Dutch side Den Bosch on a season-long loan. The left-footed centre-half joins City as an under-12 will link up with his Eredivisie side for the remainder of the 23-24 campaign. A bit more action on the transfers and loans in a minute. On to the 27th of August and over to Bramall Lane for another Premier League match, match day 3 against Sheffield United. It finished Sheffield United 1, City 2. The starting 11, 2 changes to the Newcastle game. Edison, Walker, Diaz, Aki, Gvardiol, Rodri, Kovacic, Bernardo, Grealish, Alvarez and Haaland. Yes, Akanji was ill and Foden not quite right, he'd been ill as well. Subs Ortega, Phillips, Doku, Gomez, Foden, Bob, Palmer, Lewis and McAtee. The match report, key moments, first half, 35 minutes, City got a clear penalty for handball, there's no doubt about it, with the defender sliding in with his arm raised, but Haaland smacked the post with the keeper Fodringham going the wrong way. So it was 0-0 at half time, disappointing. Second half on 63 minutes, it's finally 1-0 to City and fully deserved at the time. Grealish holds it up then for one, stinks to his left rather than back to safety on the right, and a beautiful chip to the back post where Haaland powerfully heads home. Disaster done for City after a good 5 minutes for the Yorkshireman on 85 minutes as Walker tries a stupid back heel in our box. We don't clear the danger and it's 1-1 as Sub Bogle takes a touch and fires home. But 87 minutes, Foden replaces Kovacic and all of a sudden we look a little bit better. 88 minutes, it's our Euro hero Rodri, who finally finds his shooting boots after missing the target about 5 times previously. And again, after good work by Walker, Foden miscontrols the drag back, but it falls nicely for Rodri, who blasts home from the angle. Match starts, shots 6 for Sheffield United, 2 on target. City 30 shots, 9 on target. Possession 80%. Pass accuracy for City was 92%. Quite good. The XG philosophy, Sheffield was 0.74 and City's was 3.66. We should have scored more early. Although he wasn't on the touchline, Sunday's victory over Sheffield still marks a significant milestone for Pep Guardiola. The Catalan became the fastest manager to 200 wins in the English top flight history with that 2-1 win, taking just 269 to hit his double century, and Sir Alex Ferguson held the Premier League era record, taking 322 games to reach 200 wins. So, hey, we all know he's better, don't we? 29th of August, Erling Haaland was named the Professional Footballers Association Player of the Year. He was also named in the PFA's Team of the Year, along with John Stones, Ruben Diaz, Kevin De Bruyne and Rodri. 30th of August, Walker, Phillips, Foden and Grealish were all named in Southgate's England squad for the upcoming Euro 2024 qualifiers. And on the 31st of August, as we finish this vlog, we finished this look back at August, a lot was happening. City were drawn against fellow Premier League side Newcastle in the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup, although there's a bit of a balls up with this one. Newcastle were allocated ball 20, but should have been 19, which was Norwich. In our alphabet, NE comes before NO, but hey, there you go. Got it totally wrong, but the draw stands as the allocation was clear before the balls were drawn and there's no untoward things going on apparently. Hey, who knows? Champions League, yes, City were the top seeds and we've ended up in Group G and we will play RB Leipzig, Red Star Belgrade and Young Boys of Switzerland. So there you go, a couple of new teams for us there, which is nice, and a lot of boiling piss as far as an easy draw is concerned. Hey, but we're the best team in the world. We're bound to get an easy draw, aren't we? Haaland was voted the UEFA Men's Player of the Year, and Pep took the Men's Coach of the Year honours as well. So, all good. It's been a pretty good year for old Erling Haaland. It was confirmed that 25-year-old Brazilian Matheus Nunes has joined City from Wolves and will wear the number 27 shirt. He had gone on strike at Wolves to try and push this move through, so it sort of worked. Tommy Doyle, talking of Wolves, Tommy Doyle, yes, a bit of a mate waiting. This will spend the 23-24 season on loan at Wolverhampton Wanderers. The midfield will continue his development at Molineux after his successful season-long loan last season at Sheffield United, of course. Cole Palmer left Manchester City to join, well, to get playing time, to join the 120-man squad at Chelsea on a permanent deal. Taylor Howard-Bellis joined Southampton on a season-long loan, and they got an option to buy him for 20 million. About if they get promoted. City contract has been extended as well for old Taylor Howard-Bellis as a bit of a reward to 2025. Well, there you go. A busy time as the transfer window shut. And yes, 100% record in the Premier League and the Super Cup. We've won in August, so not a bad August. Hopefully, September will continue in the right frame of mind, in the right frame. We'll start building up that league points. Let's hope for let's have it over by Christmas. Yeah, we'll have to see. Well, you'll know when you're watching this, won't you? But anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know your memories, guys. Great to hear from you. Till we meet again. I only ask one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Bye for now.